Hey everybody, this is my new Dow Strong 5-quart Avalon Series stock pot, and I thought I would share just a few features with you. Normally I do sort of a cooking demonstration, but I think for sake of time, specifically because stock pots are basically used over long periods of time, I would just give you a rundown of what I received, and then you will figure out why this is pretty much the perfect pot for any kind of soup, stews, or literally just making stock from your leftover vegetables, chicken, and ham, anything you really want to make a stock for to freeze and use for future cooking times. The first thing I thought I would show you is this is very, very well made. When you are doing a stock pot, you generally want something that has pretty deep sides to it. And you can see Dow Strong really does a good job of making sure that they give you those nice deep sides with a round bottom. You can see that they actually do put the measurements right inside, so it's real easy when you're adding ingredients or trying to adjust your recipe. You can get just a real quick eye view of what's going on if you don't have or want to use exact measurements, because not all homemade cooks will use exact measurements. Some just kind of do everything by instinct and love. The other thing that you are going to want on a stock pot, which is super, super important, are these strong handles. And these strong handles are riveted in with stainless steel non-stick rivets. They are not going to loosen, they are not going to wiggle around, they are going to keep these very, very firmly attached. That's super important because what you get in here between the liquid and the ingredients is going to be super heavy. So when you move it, you want this dual handle design that will allow the weight of what's inside to be evenly distributed. And that way it's just a little bit easier when you go to pour off the liquid or just move it from burner to, maybe taking it and putting it on a trivet to cool for a while. You want to make sure that however and wherever this goes, those handles are going to remain secure and that you're going to be able to get a nice good grip. So an underhand grip is what I use to move it, and that's probably what you're going to want as well. When you've got your stock being made, one of the nice things about this particular lid that you can see is that it's vented. And a vented lid allows for a couple of things. One, you're not necessarily going to overboil whatever's on the inside cooking. And it also keeps that lid from rattling around. If you've ever had something boiling in a lid that's not vented, you always have that noisy rattling sound that goes with it. So the other things that I can show you about this pot, besides being a very heavy gauge stainless steel, I mean, this thing is heavy duty. This is not going to warp under that long, intense heat that you're going to have if you're cooking down stock. A few of the things that they send you, you're going to have your series instruction booklet. Basically just gives you a rundown of what your features are and different things that you might find important, and a little history on their actual usage of their pots as well as their construction. They come in these really beautiful drawstring bags. So, if this is something that you're considering giving as a gift, the presentation is amazing. Dow Strong really goes the extra mile to make sure that when you unwrap things like the pots and the pans that you get from them, that it really just feels like an amazing present, whether it's something you're giving yourself as a treat or something you might be buying for a wedding gift or a graduating chef. The other thing that they give you, this is kind of a little invention I've only ever seen them do, but it's a pot protector, and it basically allows you to go ahead and put this between the pot and the lid so that when you go to store this, you have a nice scratch resistant surface. It stays where you put it, but it's really good for just kind of cradling everything, keeping it from shifting, and still protecting the lid so that when you go to use it, it keeps this beautiful mirror finish. So that's pretty much my review of this particular pot. I am always thrilled when I get a Dow Strong product because I feel like they go above and beyond when they make their cookware, their knives, their butcher blocks. Anything they do is outstanding. And this particular pot was definitely no disappointment. I hope you enjoy it in your kitchen as much as I enjoy it in mine.